Hello everybody, it is the Naughty Investor here coming at you with another video. Before we start off this video, I am going to ask a favor of you. If you are not already subscribed to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button. And if you are already subscribed, make sure you hit the bell notification icon. That way you are updated with all the latest and greatest cryptocurrency news and reviews. Now on to today's video. Omni collaborates with XRP and Ripple to gain liquidity. Let me run through this article and then I will give my thoughts. Co-founder and acting CEO of Omni, a rental service company, has recently come forth to explain his reasons for collaborating with Ripple and utilizing XRP. According to him, the aim is to provide customers for his service with better liquidity in a sharing economy. Omni is a service that allows people in the same neighborhood to find items and rent it among themselves. Items in question can include anything from air mattresses to bicycles, various electronic devices, and more. Users of the service can simply search for an appropriate keyword or check out different categories and find whatever it is they are looking for. In exchange for renting the items they own, users can also earn money whenever someone rents out the item they've offered. Now, thanks to Omni's collaboration with XRP, all earnings can be cashed out to an XRP wallet. This makes Omni the first platform in the world that allows people to get XRP without having to purchase them via the exchange. The CEO also sees this as an excellent way for curious individuals to enter the crypto world without actually having to invest in it. Experts believe that there are many more potential investors and traders out there who are already familiar with crypto but unwilling to take the risk. Now with Omni and XRP working together, they do not have to take that risk. XRP brings liquidity. In a recent interview, the CEO of Omni said that Omni aims to establish connections between people through renting things. The goal is to continue expanding the platform's influence and eventually create an entire marketplace revolving around various items. Considering how a lot of people own items that they pay for themselves but do not often use, they should be able to rent them out for those who do need to use them. The person who is renting the item still remains its rightful owner, but they can now make a profit out of things that would have otherwise remained ignored. He then compared Omni to a bank as it is the one holding actual assets that are available for rent. He also explains how XRP fits into the system, as it has the ability to provide the service with a great amount of rapid liquidity. Ripple also mentioned that Omni was the first investment that the company has made since the launch of their X-Spring initiative. So Omni is something I'm really excited over because we see all around the gig economy. What is the gig economy? It is basically moving in a more decentralized direction where you're moving in a more peer-to-peer direction. Look at Uber. Uber is killing it out there, and the taxi companies can't compete. No longer do you have to work for a taxi company and go through government licenses. Instead, you just sign up with Uber on the app, and it's a more peer-to-peer network. Omni is very much in that same vein, only instead of renting a car to drive, or renting a ride rather, you're renting items, and you're renting out items that you wouldn't otherwise use. So if you have, I don't know, something in the house that you don't really use, put it on Omni, make some money, and then you could cash that money out through XRP. So XRP is actually going to play a big part in this network, which is why I decided to cover it in this video. Very excited. XRP and Ripple making big moves. I've been covering it a lot lately because there's just so much to talk about, and XRP is definitely going to be one of the biggest players. It already is, but it's going to continue to be the biggest player going forward. It is, as of right now, the biggest altcoin market cap. And I'm just really excited for XRP. Next up, Facebook will build the most used products in crypto. Morgan Creek. Morgan Creek's Anthony Pomp has declared that contrary to the expectations of some in the blockchain space, Facebook will eventually build the most used product in crypto. Responding to a tweet by the Block founder Mike Dudas, inferring that Facebook is hiring blockchain engineers without a clearly defined role or purpose for them, Pump said that Facebook has a track record of developing, scaling, and deployment. He expects that it is only a matter of time before the company will rise to dominance in the cryptocurrency space. Now, I'm not going to get into predictions on whether this will or will not prove to be true, but I definitely agree with the overall sentiment. I'm not sure if it's going to be exactly Facebook. I don't know. But that's what Pomp believes, and Pomp is a well-known crypto figure and crypto influencer. Now, what I do agree with 100% though is the idea of large tech companies eventually embracing blockchain and cryptocurrency. That I know for a fact is going to be the case because of the tremendous value that it brings to the table. So maybe it's not Facebook, maybe it's Google, right? It doesn't really matter which company it is, but the reality is many of these large tech companies are going to embrace blockchain technology as the years go on, and they will eventually embrace cryptocurrency. Next up, Morgan Creek Digital is betting $1 million that crypto can beat the S&P 500. Morgan Creek Digital, an institutional manager focused on cryptocurrencies and digital assets, wants to bet $1 million that such assets will perform the S&P 500 during the next 10 years. The asset manager is challenging any professional investor or firm that believes cryptocurrencies are, quote, worthless, or that public equities are better bet to prove their belief with a long-term bet against the Digital Asset Index Fund, a crypto index fund managed by Bitwise Asset Management. The bet will be structured like the famous Warren Buffett bet, which began in 2008 when the billionaire investor wagered $1 million that in investing in the S&P 500 index would see greater results than investing in hedge funds. Now, the difference between an index fund and a hedge fund is that index funds are trying to match a given market. So if the S&P 500 index, it's going to basically match the S&P 500. If it's a small cap index fund, it's going to match the small cap of the S&P. If it is a technology index fund, it's going to try and own all the tech companies. It'll match that return. If it is a oil index fund, it's going to match the return of oil companies, right? So index funds basically match the index. That's what they're trying to do. Versus a hedge fund is a more actively managed fund that goes out and invests in tons of different things and tries to outperform the S&P. And Warren Buffett actually won this bet, and he actually donated the proceeds to a charity. So now Morgan Creek Digital is betting that an index fund containing Bitcoin, Ethereum, Bitcoin Cash, EOS, Litecoin, Monero, Zcash, Dash, IOTA, and NEM will outperform the S&P 500 over the next decade. In an email, Morgan Creek Digital founder and partner Anthony Pomp told CoinDesk that the firm is confident in cryptocurrency's performance, outlooking the next 10 years, at least compared to public equities. I actually agree with this. I think cryptocurrencies will outperform over the next 10 years. I think a big problem we've had is everyone's looking this year and next year and 10 months from now, right? But we have to keep our eyes on the prize. I know I sound like a broken record. I've been saying this a lot lately, but it really is the truth. We're thinking long term, and 10 years is pretty long. And I think 10 years from now, people will look back and wish they got into cryptocurrency at this moment. So we're at a pinnacle moment right now. I know prices are hurting. I'm getting into that in a second. But nonetheless, I still think it's important to remain long-term focused. Markets today, Bitcoin Cash dropping 20% almost. Really bad hit there on Bitcoin Cash. Then we have Bitcoin SV up almost the same percent, only in reverse. Bitcoin down almost 5%, XRP down about 8%, Ethereum down 10%. Another bloodbath in the markets. Biggest gainer today is Bitcoin SV, Satoshi's Vision, with 21.62%. Bitcoin dominance at 55.2%, and total market cap at $113 billion. Where is the bottom? Comment your thoughts down below in the comment section. I'm hoping we bottom out at $100 billion market cap level, but who will really know? It only is a matter of time, and the more we fall, the closer we get to that bottom. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you leave a like, subscribe, share it, grab yourself an XRP Millionaire t-shirt, link in the description, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Corporations, governments, and cyber criminals all want your private data. Be sure to protect it with IPVanish. Link is in the description.